picked a good 2-year break.
So, Senator, everyone sees you in 2016 saying, I'll make this pledge in 2016. In 2020, if it's a Republican president and there's a judicial appointment open, I will not support it. You have my word on that. Hold me to that. What changed?
Kavanaugh. If you look what I said to Chris Wallace in January of 2019, I said, after Kavanaugh, the rules have changed for me. The whole game has changed. I voted for Sotomayor and Kagan. That's the way it used to be, Brian. Ginsburg got 96 votes. Scalia got 97 votes. It used to be that you expect a president of the other party to nominate somebody you would not, but was qualified. How could you say Ginsburg wasn't qualified for the court? How could you say Scalia wasn't qualified for the court? I couldn't say Sotomayor and Kagan weren't qualified. I wouldn't have picked them. How could you say that Gorsuch and Kavanaugh were not qualified? Well, when it comes to Republican nominees, for the court, they get slaughtered. You got Bork, you got Thomas, you have Alito, you have Kavanaugh, and I'm tired of this crap. So I said, if you're listening to what I've been saying in the last year, you understand exactly how I feel. We're going to process this nomination. I believe the votes are there. Lamar Alexander said it better than anybody. The Constitution allows for this, and we're going to follow the constitutional path that was set up. You got all the numbers out there, about the number of people appointed and confirmed in the last year for presidency. It's kind of like a baseball spreadsheet. But here's the one thing I think every Republican believes, including me. If the shoe were on the other foot, they would do this in a New York minute. The bottom line here is that my opponent's going to raise $80 million because every liberal in the country hates my guts for two reasons. Kavanaugh, I got in the way of their effort to destroy Brett Kavanaugh. After voting for their judges, it really pissed me off what they were due to Brett. I've known him for 20 years, and the other unpardonable sin is to help Trump. So my opponent is going to raise over $80 million. John McCain, I think, raised $100 million running for president. This has got nothing to do with the structure of South Carolina. They hate me. They hate Mitch McConnell. Amy McGrath's has raised more money than you could even believe for a Kentucky race. So if you want to help me and Mitch and all of our team, get online, send some money, because I can't get my message out if I'm drowned out.
Yeah, Jamie Harrison is your opponent, and he's just been on just about every show. But you're taking this, you're out there, and you're saying we're going to do this, we're going to hear this. Do you believe this nominee, whoever it is, when we get her Friday or Saturday, can get her hearing in committee and get a general vote before November 3rd?
Well, I know she can get her hearing in the committee because I'm in charge of the committee. After that, I don't know what's going to happen, but I believe we have the votes. I said that last night on Sean's show. The numbers are the numbers, but the point is that we all know as Republicans that they try to destroy Republican nominees to hold seats open. They actually said that about Kavanaugh, and none of us are going to blink. Now, Susan Collins and Lisa Murkowski, I respect them both. Susan's in a tough race. She closed the deal for Kavanaugh. Whatever she needs to do, she needs to do. Have a lot of respect for both of those ladies. I don't know what Mitt Romney's going to do. I know he ran for president as the Republican nominee, and he's always expressed a desire to make sure the court stays in conservative hands. He'll tell us at lunch. But I really do believe there are 50 of us that are locked in here. I can't speak for anybody but myself, but I'll be very surprised that we do not have the votes given the circumstances and the quality of the nominees. They're declaring war on everything Trump. They impeached him in an election year. They ran through an impeachment process that was just a complete joke. No due process for the president. They've been trying to destroy him from the moment he got in office. They haven't accepted the results. They're trying to destroy me. They're trying to come after all of us. If you want us to be able to fight back, lindseygraham.com. Help me. Help all of my Republican teammates. The liberals out there are drowning us out with money. We need some help.
So looking at this, if you take Amy Barrett, and she is as pro-life as people say she is, are you comfortable that in order to get that extra 20 or so thousand votes to keep your Senate seat and keep the White House, that abortion will be something that the Republicans feel they can benefit from? politically?
See, that's really a good question. So they're going to accuse whoever the nominee is of overturning Roe v. Wade, gutting the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare, destroying the planet, just a list of horribles, no matter who the president nominates. Now, Amy Barrett is incredibly well qualified by any standard, has led an exemplary life. As you said, adopted 2 children, one with special needs. She comes into the job with the qualifications consistent with other nominations, and as a person, I think she has high character and then some. Now, what will they do to her? I don't know, but I do know this. It blew up their face when they tried to destroy Brett Kavanaugh. Roe v. Wade has been a judicial decision that's been around since 1973. I have legislation that would outlaw abortion in the 5th month. 20 weeks. We're one of 7 nations in the entire world, Brian, that allow abortion on demand in the 5th month. There's some legitimate debates out there about abortion. This is a decision that divides the country, but it is President of the Supreme Court. No matter what they ask her, here's what I expect her to say. That this is a long-standing precedent of the court. I respect President, but I will hear any case. There are a lot of fetal heartbeat bills out there in some of the more conservative states that run up against the doctrine of Roe v. Wade. I'm confident she will hear the case out. Both sides need to be heard, but no matter what we do, it will be a referendum on extremism, that everything we stand for is extreme, when in fact the other side's extreme. But I would imagine that Roe v. Wade, as a judicial concept, enjoys a majority support in the country, but there's definitely a division on that issue.